All right, let's get started. We're doing 30 minutes of live side split stretching starting right now. We do this every single day to practice consistency, use that consistency to build some community, and hopefully everybody will together make some progress towards their side split goals. My name is Ken, and I'm going to do 8 or 9 moves with you today, starting with our 3 warm-up moves. The first one is the hip CAR. CAR stands for controlled articulated rotations, and what we're going to do is basically focus on using our hip and leg muscles to get our hip through its full range of motion. What that's going to look like is we're going to bring the knee up, open up our leg, keeping the knee as high as possible, straight out, rotate the leg so that the knee and the ankle are the same height, and then drop the leg down and back. When I say down and back, I mean flex the hamstring, flex the glutes, pull that leg down and back behind you. Then we're going to restart and go right to the beginning. High knee, open, ankle, down and back. We're going to do 10 of these total. 2, 3, open, ankle, down and back. Open, up, open, ankle, down and back. Knee, open, ankle, down and back. I think it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's keep going. We're going to go and switch over to the other side. Same thing, high knee, open, ankle, down and back. Keep that knee as high as possible, open directly to the left or right. Rotate that leg so the ankle is as high as the knee. And then finally, bring the leg down and back. Flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes, feel that stretch in the front. We're doing 10 in total. Let's go. Knee, open, ankle, down and back. 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 If you're just joining in, we're doing 30 minutes of live side split stretching. Right now, we are on the first warm-up move, getting our hips prepared for all that stretching that's about to come. And this is rep number 9, and I'm off balance. 10. All right, we're gonna do the whole thing in reverse now, right leg and then left leg. So if you don't know, because you're just joining in, to do this in reverse, we're starting by flexing the hamstring, flex the glutes, pull that leg down and back. Then we're going to lift that leg directly to the side like we're kicking somebody in a martial arts movie, so the knee and the ankle are the same height. Then we're going to rotate that leg so the knee is up and the ankle is down. And finally, we're going to bring that knee across to the front and try to keep that knee as high as possible. All right, I'm going to keep doing that rotation 10 times on each side. I'm going to just check to see if there are any comments to address. Nope, just smiley faces on that side. Foxy Roxy says, sorry I'm late. You haven't been here in a while. What did you miss? Not much. We just keep stretching. All right, let's go. Back, flex the hamstrings, flex the glutes. Lift the leg directly to the side like you're going to kick somebody. Rotate so that the ankle is down, and then bring the knee forward. That's 1. We got 10 to do total. That's 9 left. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, other side. Same thing, down and back. Lift directly to the side like you're going to kick somebody. Rotate that leg so that the ankle is down. And finally, bring the knee forward. Let's go. 10 of these. Side. Back. Down. Knee. I started saying the wrong thing. Back. Side. Ankle. Knee. 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 I think we're at like 5 or 6. I honestly have lost count. But, the more we do in general, the better it is for our hips. So it's fine. All right, I'm going to pretend that's 10. We are done with hip CARs. It's time to move into warm-up exercise number 2. All right, so number 2 is the elephant walk. And it looks a little bit like this. We're just getting to an L shape with our legs, and the main thing we're feeling when we do the elephant walk is these hamstrings. All right. So this is the first time you've tried to touch your toes all day. Just hang out here for a little bit. Relax. Or in a little bit of a rush, but not enough of a rush to rush this. All right. Try to bring your belly button down as low as it can go, down to your thighs if you want to try that. And just relax. Inhale. Exhale. All right. Next up, let's bend one knee, straighten out the other leg. So right now my left knee is bent, my right knee is straight, and I'm trying to put all of my weight into that right hip. I'll show it to you from directly in front. Left knee is bent, right knee is straight, and all my weight is in this hip. All right, if you fold forward now, you should feel a stretch in the middle of this hamstring, in this hamstring, and also in the side of the glute. All right, that's it. We're gonna switch legs and try to feel the hamstrings and that glute in both legs and keep on trying to bring our belly button down. This warm up is about movement and getting the hips stretched and moving, and we're just gonna go like this a couple of times. I think that's 3 for me. I hope you have been following along, and I hope there's also 3 for you, but I'm just gonna pretend now we're at 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are a couple of different ways to do the elephant walk, and one of them is you can actually walk around in that position, right? So once you're bent over, you can sort of take a step forward, bend on that knee, take a step forward, bend on that knee, take a step forward, bend on that knee, or you can do the opposite. You can take a step forward, straighten that knee, and bend the leg behind it. Whatever you want to do, as long as you're feeling the hamstring stretch, is all good, all right? That is elephant walk. We just wrapped up, and now it's time to move into warm-up exercise number 3. We are doing some Cossack switches. What that looks like is we're going to open up our legs nice and wide. We're going to point our toes out about 45-ish degrees. Then we're going to drop down to one side. My ankle just cracked. I don't know if the mics on the earbuds picked that up, but I want you to feel that stretch in the Achilles tendon down here. I want you to feel that little bit of pressure in the front of your ankle. I want you to feel the pressure in your hip. I want you to keep in mind that we want to try to keep our knees over our toes. All right, and that's going to look like this. I rotated 90 degrees so you can kind of see that that's the case. And I'll demonstrate knees over toes, stay in the same place while moving the rest of my body. All right, right now my knees are about 15 degrees. Now it's about 90. And if I open up the hips real wide, probably almost at 180 degrees. All right, so just try to keep your knees over your toes. And when I say try to keep your knees over your toes, this is the difference. If you have your knee out here and your toes are down there, that's not necessarily very good for your knees. There's a time and a place to train those ranges of motion. It's just not what we're doing right now. Okay? All right. So once we're in this position, I want you to notice that my heel is down and my toes are up on that side. And if you want to add a little bit more difficulty, you can try to keep your posture up as vertical as you can. And come on over to the other side. So we're doing the exact same thing on the other side. We're stretching out this Achilles. We're feeling the pressure in the front of our ankle, feeling the pressure in our hip. We're rotating the leg so that the heel is down, the toes are up. And we're going to try to lift our upper body, almost lost balance there, as straight as possible to make it just a little bit more difficult. All right, and then let's come over to the other side. That was the first rep. We just came back, so I guess this is the start of number 2. Ooh, ankles are cracking for me. This is the start of number 3. And let's pick up the pace as we go. This is 4 and 5. Let's do 10 of these total. 6, 7. If you need to slow down, I'm going to take the last couple a little bit slow. And also, if this is too difficult for you, you can always put your hands down to help yourself get over to the other side. I'm sorry I didn't explain that earlier. And if these are just really challenging for you, you can try a lot of different variations. For example, you can come up and down in full squats. These are called Cossack squats. And what we were just doing is called Cossack switches. If you haven't recognized this position, it's pretty close, somewhat similar to a side split. At least one leg looks really similar to side split. There's a reason why we're doing that for our side split warm-up. All right. That's it for our warm-up exercises. I hope you're getting a nice sweat going. Your heart rate is up. You're warmed up and ready to go. We got 5 stretches to do. The first stretch is the hamstring stretch. So I recommend, if you haven't already, prepare something to put your knee on. I have a pillow, but a slipper will do. A cushion from the sofa will do. A couple of towels rolled up will do. So as long as you have a little bit of padding, that's all you need. All right? Come on down right over that padding. Try to keep that nice and square. If you have a lot of flexibility, you can bring that leg back. Great, but it's not important. Just try to keep it straight up and down. All right? Next up, take the leg you want to stretch, stick it out in front of you, and really try to push that leg out. Once you are here, you should start feeling the hamstring stretch already. We're going to add a little bit more to it by tilting our hips. All right. So this right here is the bottom of your butt. I want you to imagine pointing the bottom of your butt behind you. It's really hard for you to get there, but I just want you to imagine that you're trying to point the bottom of your butt that way. Okay. That's it. Let's go. Let's get down into this forward folding stretch position and start our 30 seconds. Apply steady pressure. Try to bring that belly button down to the ground. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, come on out of that stretch. Take a break. If that hamstring stretch was really intense, that just means you did it right. And if it didn't feel very intense, you're either very flexible or I need to explain it again. Just let me know in the comments if we need to address that one more time and I need to be more clear about something. All right, let's get ready to do the other side. I can't tell if there are any questions in the comments. Doesn't look like it, so I'm gonna keep going. Same thing. Put that knee straight on down onto the cushion for that protection for the knees, because towel is hard and it kind of hurts. Next up, square up these hips. Extend the leg that you want to stretch out in front of you. Feel the stretch building as you stick that leg out. And once you have gotten as deep as you can, you're feeling that hamstring stretch build. Imagine the bottom of your butt pointing back and the front and top of your hips pointing forward. All right, that's the pelvic tilt that we want and will help us get into a much deeper stretch. Let's get into position. Take a couple more deep breaths and 30 seconds, belly button to floor. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, remember to breathe, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, bring that leg in. Come on up out of that stretch. You can get rid of the cushion now. We don't need it anymore. Oh, okay. Your legs are feeling real tired and weak. That means you did the stretch perfectly. And it's time to move on to stretch number 2. I'm going to come back in, check the comments real quick. Broken is sending a hand. I don't even know what that is. Is that a wave? That's a wave. I'm going to check if there's any other comments to address. No, I think we're good. All right, let's get into stretch number 2. We're doing the butterfly. I recommend you get to a wall so that you can put your hips, shoulder, and head against the wall. So hips, shoulder, head against the wall. And that will help us keep a nice straight posture and give us something to lean against when we push our legs down. Grab your feet, pull them together, your knees will pop up. We're going to try to bring our knees down to the ground using our muscles, all right? So I recommend you use the outside thigh and the glutes, flex them to open up your legs. Let's do that right now. All right. Take a couple of seconds to contract. Most of the time, your inner thigh and quad, your groin muscles will fight you for a little bit. So you gotta stretch and you gotta work those muscles to pull the legs open. And then once you're as deep as you can get, I want you to take your hands and push down and add that little bit more pressure. All right, this is why we use the wall. The back of your head, maybe your shoulders can push into the wall and your hands can push into your legs. If you didn't have the wall, it'd be much harder to push into your legs. All right, that's it. Let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. This one kind of hurts, and I don't know if you can hear the difference my voice makes when we do this. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. After a couple of seconds, my groin loosens up and it's a lot less painful. And so my voice gets normal again after a little bit. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. Let the hands go. Usually for me, my legs are kind of stuck in this position. I have to very consciously think about lifting the legs up to get them back into motion and working again. And once they start working, it gets normal fast. But if you have any problems with that, you can always take your hands and move your legs a little bit before you start using your muscles to sort of flap those wings of the butterfly. All right, that is stretch number 2. Let's move on to stretch number 3. Congratulations, we are like we're 50% of the way done with everything. You're doing great. Let's keep going. Standing pancake is the next stretch. A pancake usually looks like this. If this is your upper body, this is your lower body, goes, and it is really hard to do that. So we're going to have gravity do as much work as possible to help us get into that position. What that means is we're going to open up our legs, and then we're going to fold at the hips. Wow, my hip just cracked. I hope the microphones can't pick that up, but you know. All right. So from here, and hip cracking is totally normal. If it doesn't hurt, it's fine. I just, I don't want you to go, oh God, what's wrong with his hip? Is he broken? I'm fine. All right, let's keep going. What are we doing? Folding at the hips. I want you to stick your butt out and behind you and sort of take this opportunity to stick your hands out and in front of you to counterbalance that weight that you stuck behind you. Right now, if you're doing this correctly, you should feel a stretch in the hamstrings and a stretch in the inner thighs. That's it. That's the standing pancake. If you have never done this before and you're worried about falling backwards, I recommend you do this with your back facing a wall and taking about one step in front of it so that if you stick your butt all the way back, your butt is just lightly touching the wall. And that makes it much, 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 much more comfortable to get into that position and feel safe about it. All right? So that's it. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. Try to bring your belly button down to the ground. Really focus on tilting your pelvis forward. So these hip bones right here at the top, imagine pointing them directly in front and the bottom of your butt bones, pointing them directly behind you. All right, let's go. Open up those hips, fold, and try to bring your belly button down to the ground. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. Oh, come on up and out of that standing pancake. If you did it right, these muscles, the inner thighs and the hamstrings, feel very, very, very achy and tender right at this moment. So shake out those legs, do a little dance, and just move for a couple of seconds until your muscles feel normal. All right, we're going on to stretch number 4. It is called a figure 4 or a pigeon. It's called a figure 4 because we're crossing the ankle across our bodies, and as you can see, my legs make the number 4. All right, so what we're doing is bring that ankle across the body, and we're trying to bring our chest down to that leg. From the side, you can see this is basically a hamstring stretch, but my leg is like twisted, right? All right, let me just check the comments real quick, see if there's anything I need to address. It doesn't seem like it. So we will keep going on. Okay, let's continue. We just showed bring the leg across and bring the chest down. So there's 2 ways to implement this into the stretch. There's one where you get on your back, cross that leg over onto the opposite knee, you reach your hands through, and you pull everything in, and you use your own muscle power to get into this stretch. I really like it, and I recommend it. The alternative that is very popular, especially in yoga, is to keep that leg across your body, get behind yourself by sticking this leg out behind you. And if you have trouble getting into this position, just imagine that you rolled, stayed on your stomach, and brought your leg up, right? You don't have to ever get into this position to help yourself get into the pigeon. And from here, you should still feel that stretch in the outer hip. You should feel that stretch on the inner thighs. Just hang out for a second until it gets a little bit more comfortable, and drop the chest down and hang out here for 30 seconds, trying to bring your chest down and keep your hips low. Whatever it is you decide to do, get into position, either chest down or back down, and we'll put in our 30 seconds and move on to the other side. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, okay. Whew. One side done. Let's switch to the other side. And pick whichever stretch you're going to do. If you've never done one or the other, I recommend you try them all and see how different they feel. And that's it. Let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. If you're doing the version where you're lying down, actually, if you're doing any version, make sure that you keep on feeling pressure in the hips. And for this version on your back, you might have to pull a little bit harder, bring the legs closer to your body and work it. 19, 18. Oh no, I'm falling over. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, relax those legs. And congratulations, we're almost all done. We've got 3 rounds of side splits left. That's how we end. Everything we've done so far has been to prepare our hips, our bodies, get them all warmed up for this next section. We're doing the side splits. And Tekla joined and said, yay. Thanks for joining and thanks for saying yay. Liverpool, welcome back. It's good to see you. All right, let's get into our final 3 stretches. We're doing side splits, and more side splits. We're going to take a couple of breaks in between to shake out our bodies, so don't worry. And that's it. Let's get into it. Actually, no, there's one thing. If you're having fun, if you're enjoying the live, make sure to hit follow, hit subscribe. We do this every single day to practice consistency, to build a little bit of community, have fun while we do it, and hopefully everybody makes a little bit of progress towards their side split goals. So please, if you are interested at all in stretching or being more consistent at stretching, or even being more consistent in general, and you're just going to do homework or something for the 30 minutes that we do side splits, hit follow, hit subscribe, get notified, and keep coming back so we can practice together. All right. If you've never done a side split stretch before, I recommend you stand 1 step in front of a wall. And that's because if you lose balance and you start falling backwards, you'll fall into the wall and the wall will catch you and keep you safe when you fall backwards. If you fall forwards, hopefully your hands can catch you and you'll be able to prevent yourself from getting hurt that way. So now you know how to keep yourself safe. All right, next up, let's get into the side splits. Open up those legs as wide as possible. It's going to get uncomfortable here at the hips. You can stop right there. You can come up just a little bit and then focus on folding forward at your hips. This is exactly what we just did with the standing pancake. We're going to do that again, but now we're going to stick our hands down like we're about to do push-ups. All right, from here, we're taking off some of the weight in putting them into our hands. That gives us room to externally rotate the legs. What that means is we're going to put our weight on our heels and point our toes up and point our knees up. All right, so do that on both sides. Your toes are up, your knees are pointing up, and your heels are down, supporting all of your body weight. Walk those hands back towards your hips, and the further you walk them back, the less body weight it's supporting and the more body weight is in your legs, and that helps you get into a deeper side split stretch. All right. Now, if you cannot get any deeper, great. Just hold out there for a couple more seconds while I talk about the next thing. If you feel like maybe you can eke out a little bit more, wiggle from side to side, see if it's just friction holding you back, and see if you get a little bit more. And if you can't anymore, that's great. Let's go. 30 seconds. Holding it. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, crawl your hands forward. Bring the legs together. Come on out of that side split stretch and shake it out. Release the tension. Relax as much as you can. If you did that right, your inner thighs will be all sorts of tingly. Your joints at the hips are going to feel a little tingly. Your hamstrings are going to feel tight, and that is completely normal. That is just a side effect of doing side splits. Whew, okay. I don't think there's any comments to address, so we'll keep going. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. I like to do something called hula hooping, and it just stretches out a little bit of the front hip flexory type stuff going on. I feel the stretch right here in these two parts. That's why I do it. And then do some high knees to make sure this muscle, the hip flexors, are working. Kick my butt a little bit, do some quick mini knee squats just to make sure everything is good and functional. And then we can get into round 2. Are you ready? Let's go. Same thing. Stand close to the wall behind you, so if you fall backwards, the wall will catch you. Open up the legs, fold at the hips, stick your hands down like you're doing push-ups. Externally rotate the legs so that your heels are down, your toes are up, and your knees are pointing up. Open up those hips, walk the hands back so that most of your body weight is right over your legs. Do a little wiggle from side to side to see if you can get any deeper and beat that friction sticking your feet down. And once you cannot go any deeper, it's time to start our second round of 30 seconds. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. I feel like I'm counting really slow today. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, crawl forward. Come on out of that stretch and bring the legs together. If they feel like more tired than the previous round, that's normal because you just did it a second time and it should feel intense. Okay, come on, let's move around, shake it out. We gotta recover, get back to normal so that we can finish and wrap up our third and final round of side splits. All right, let's work those hips. So you can stretch out this front hip flexory, whatever is going on here. Do some mini squats. Make sure those muscles are working. Raise those knees, kick the butt, and just wiggle. If everything's working, just wiggle. Relax, 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 relax. We're about to get into one final round of intense stretching. Hold on it for 30 seconds. I know I count for 30 seconds, but if you're a little bit tighter and you can't get as deep, you're really holding that stretch for quite a bit longer, like maybe 45 seconds. So be proud of yourself. You're doing really good work. Kudos to you. All right. It's time. It's time for a final side of the stretch. But before we do, please make sure if you had fun, if you're hanging out, you're enjoying yourself, hit follow, hit subscribe, make sure to come back because we do this every single day and you want to be here for it. So let's do that. All right. Third and last side split stretch. Open up those legs nice and wide. Feel that stretch, fold at the hips. Put your hands down like you're going to do a push-up. Use that to externally rotate your legs so that your toes are up, your heels are down, and your knees are pointing up. Do that on both sides, both legs, and try to open up those hips as much as possible as you walk your hands back towards your legs. Do a little wiggle from side to side to see if you can get deeper into the stretch. And once you cannot, it's time to start our last 30 seconds of stretching. Let's go. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Remember, you can always change your mind. If you want to go deeper, you can always try a little wiggle midway and see if you get further. Wow, I don't know if that was worth it. It was a really intense stretch. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, bring the legs together, crawl forward, come on out of that stretch, and shake, relax, recover from that really intense stretch. Shake, 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 shake. Wiggle. Okay, I'm gonna hula hoop. Oh man, it's always after the third one that the hula hooping is absolutely brutal. I don't know if you have been paying attention to when I did the first time. I was like, oh yeah, hula hoop. You know, you feel the stretch in the front of the hips, but by the time we do the third one, I'm like, I can't continue if I don't do this. And stretch out those hip flexors. Oh, okay. Let's do some high knees. I never really have an order for how I do the high knees, but the butt kickers are always last. That's the only thing. All right, kick the butt, and with that, if your legs feel like they're roughly more or less working like normal, that means we are done. All right, I'm gonna come back over to the camera, double check to see if there's anything else I need to address, and if there isn't, we will wrap up for today. Ran for about 33 minutes, and I ran a couple minutes late to start the video, so everything is looking good. All right, thank you everybody for coming. Tina, it's very good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed the stretching. Don't think there's anything else I need to address. So with that, I hope you all had fun. Thank you so much for joining, and I think everybody on has already heard the spiel and is loyal and comes back all the time, so I don't need to give it again. Thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you again soon, and that's it. Goodbye.